Back to our webinar. Now, we'll explain countermeasures against the unwanted transfer of technology as we take questions. To ask a question, press Raise Your Hand.
We'll start with you, sir. I'd like to take countermeasures, but I don't know where to start.
The first thing you must do is understand and implement 3 steps. First, identify the information held by your company. With that knowledge, evaluate the level of importance of each piece of information and determine which should be made confidential. Second, classify the confidential information by importance. And third, determine the measures to be taken to prevent leaks based on the classification of the information.
The key is whether or not management measures are in place that convey to employees that the information is confidential.
Whether such measures are taken or not will determine whether or not the information is protected by law.
There are 5 categories of measures to prevent information leaks. As physical and technical measures, limiting access can make it physically difficult to access confidential information. Prohibiting the use of private USB flash drives can make it difficult to remove confidential information. As psychological measures, installing security cameras can create an environment in which leaks can be easily found, and labeling confidential information can avoid situations in which the confidentiality of the information is missed. It is also important to prevent the desire to leak information through measures to enhance employee motivation, such as maintaining and strengthening employee bonds within the organization.
Next, you, ma'am. What countermeasures can be taken against cyber attacks?
3 basic measures can be taken against cyber attacks. Risk reduction measures. These include strengthening authentication by such means as setting complex passwords and using multi-factor authentication, verifying the status of IT and information assets including network and IoT devices, and strict compliance with rules throughout the organization to prevent the careless opening of or clicking on emails or URLs. Early detection of incidents involves checking various logs on the server and other devices. It also includes reviewing how communications are monitored and analyzed, as well as how access is controlled to detect and block unauthorized communications. Appropriate response and recovery in the event of an incident involves going over data backup, recovery, and other procedures to be followed should an incident occur, and establishing an external response in addition to internal communication systems. What countermeasures can be taken against espionage?
How can we mitigate risk in joint ventures or collaborative research with overseas corporations or institutes? Countermeasures against espionage and technology transfer through business or academic activities have 3 keywords in common. They are
C. Stop. Share. C means examine people, companies, and documents carefully.
Be sure to confirm points like the affiliation and contact information of people you meet in an unusual way, the details of overseas companies or research institutes you are doing business with, and contacts.
Stop means take time to assess the risks involved.
When posting personal information on social media, receiving gifts, or performing acts or activities that could lead to the inadvertent provision of technology to foreign countries, it's important to stop and think rationally.
Share means consult and communicate.
Do this even for details. When something bothers you, don't suffer alone. Share it and communicate with your superiors or colleagues in relevant sections.
If you notice a suspicious maneuver, do not hesitate to contact the police. I'm in charge of accounting. Isn't this irrelevant to those of us who aren't technicians or researchers?
Not necessarily. If your company or laboratory possesses technology that supports economic and research activities, someone could use you to gain access to technical information, even if you work in the sales or accounting department.
Do you think your company doesn't have technology that would be targeted? Think again. It's time to reassess your company's technology.
To truly protect your invaluable technology, you have to stop thinking that this issue doesn't apply to you.
The technologies held by your companies and research institutes are the fruit of your long-term efforts and are invaluable assets to this country.
To deal with this imminent threat, not only the police, but each of you must take proactive action as well. Together, we will protect your invaluable technology